Okay. We are moving on to a section that has to do with special case triangles. Now, you have had special case triangles before, but you probably don't remember them. And eventually, you won't do it this way. And I think I did a little intro, if I remember right. I think we talked about it because I said, oh, when you come back after Christmas, we're gonna do more of this.
Yeah.
The two circumstances of special case triangles, they're both right triangles. But one is a 30, 60, 90 triangle, and the other special case triangle is a 45, 45, 90. Okay, and it's really a matter of memorizing these, because what somebody did is somebody said there's a pattern that works every time that compares the sides. Okay, so on the 30, 60, 90, the pattern looks like this. The side opposite the 30 is x. The side opposite the 60 is x on the square root of 3, and the hypotenuse is 2x. So that's how they're related to each other. Okay, so we'll talk about this one first. So let's say I know one side. Okay, let's say I know this side over here, we'll just call it 10. Okay? If the side opposite the 60 is, I know that to be 10. Because I know how these three are related to each other, I can figure out the other two sides. So all I have to do is go, oh, well, 10 is going to have to equal x on the square root of 3. Okay, because 10 is the side opposite
So
that.
it'd be 10.
Okay, so I've got this. Now, how do I get the x by itself?
Well, divide.
Divide by the square root of 3. So basically what I'm saying right now is 10x is 10 divided by the square root of 3. Can I leave it like that?
No.
What do I have to do?
You have to times it.
I have to times it times the square root of 3. Remember, because I can't have the square root on the bottom. So I have 10 on the square root of 3 over 3. Now that's what x is equal to. If I know what x is equal to, I can do everything else. Because this is just simply x. So this side right here is 10 on the square root of 3 over 3. That's this side. This is 2 times this. So this would be 20 times the square root of 3 over 3. Now I know all three sides. Okay, now it just totally depends on what they give you. The side that we did was the hardest side. Okay, if they give you anything else with a 30, 60, 90, it's very easy. Because let's say, I say this side over here is 40. Well then, I have 40 equals 2x. What is x equal to?
20.
20. Okay, so x is equal to 20. So then this side would equal 20. This side would equal 20 on the square root of 3.
Okay.
The hardest side for them to give you is the one that's opposite 60. Anything else you got?
Are
If
they
they gave
always
you-
36? The 60.
Special case triangle. If they're talking about special case triangle, it's always 30, 60, 90. And it's very important to remember those three things.
Okay.
Okay? If they gave you this side down here, let's say, oh, that's 6. Okay, the side opposite 30 is 6. That's the easiest side for them to give you.
That'd be
If this is 6, what is this?
12.
12. What is this?
6 on the square root of 3.
Absolutely. That's all there is to it. Okay? Now, if I come over here, it's related different. Okay? But these two sides are the same.
Okay.
This is x on the square root of 2, the hypotenuse.
Would they always be 45 or something else?
It's always 45. Okay, there's only two special case triangles. One is 30, 60, 90. The other is 45, 45, 90.
Okay.
Okay, those are the only two they can give you. Okay, the only one that's, if they give me one of these, oh man, it's a piece of cake. Okay, so let's say this is 5. If that's 5, this is 5, and this is 5 on the square root of 2. The only one that's hard is if they give me the hypotenuse. So let's say they tell me that the hypotenuse is equal to 5. Well, then I solve for x. So I have 5 is equal to x on the square root of 2. I'm going to divide by the square root of 2. Obviously, I cannot leave it like that. So I would have 5 on the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 over the square root of 2. So I'm saying 5 on the square root of 2 over 2. That's this side and that side, because they would both be x.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give you one try.
Okay.
Okay? Because that's really all there is to this. Now, they leave out a few things every once in a while, but that's the basics behind it. Okay?
Okay.
Now, I want you to listen to what I'm going to ask you, though. Based on this, I want to know what A is equal to. Now, I'm going to tell you it is not going to be a number. It's going to be an answer in terms of x, okay? But you're going to do it the exact same way. Figure out what A is equal to.
Okay. Why did they give me two sides?
Just to confuse you. Did it work?
A little,
Okay.
but I think I got it.
All you have to do is pay attention on one side. One side is a 30, 60, 90.
Right.
So I'm only interested in one side.
You're interested in the.
Because that A is on either side. It doesn't matter which side you choose. Because all I'm doing is pulling out, let's say I choose the left side.
Yeah.
I'm trying to solve for A.
But they didn't give me any like measurements.
No, they didn't. But, okay.
Oh, they're just asking what it is?
Okay, now look. The side opposite the 30 is X. So what is A?
It's x on the square root of 3.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Okay?
I wasn't.
Now, if they really wanted to mess you up, and they go, okay, well, this is actually 2b. Okay, and they want to know what that is. Well, then it's just 2b on the square root of 3. Okay, they're just trying to make sure that you understand that the side opposite your 30 is your x. They could put a smiley face there if they wanted. And you would go, oh, it's a smiley face times the square root of 3.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so they're just trying to make sure you understand how it all fits together.
Okay.
Okay. What about this one? I know that that is 60, and I know this is 14. Find x and find y.
I think I have it.
Okay. What is the y?
7.
Okay, because if this is 60, what is this?
30.
Okay, this is 30. Now remember, the side opposite my 30 is just my x. The side opposite my 60 is my x on the square root of 3. Don't let these x's and y's mix you up.
Oh.
Okay, let me call that a and b, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
That might help. Okay, this is the hypotenuse. So that's equal to 2x, right?
Right.
So x is equal to what?
14. Oh, it's 7.
7. So the side opposite your 30 is your 7. The side opposite your 60 is 7 on the square root of 3.
Okay.
Okay? It's just weird. It's
It's-
not
it was
hard,
just-
it's just weird.
Yeah, it just turned, and I was trying to figure out.
Right, and they'll turn it every which direction.
So you said,
Just remember the side
Across-
opposite 30 is x.
okay, opposite 30 is x. I can do that.
Okay, look at this one. just talk me through this one, you don't have to do it out.
Okay.
Okay, so what I just said was the side opposite my 30 is my x. Now, the side opposite my 60 is x on the square root of 3, right?
Yeah.
So,
It would be 4 on the square root of 3 over 3. And then it would be on the square root of times the 3.
right, okay, so what's the square root of 3 times the square root of 3?
3.
3. What's 3 times 4?
12.
12.
I knew that.
Okay, 12 divided by 3?
Which is 4.
4. Okay, so that's this side. That side's 4. What is this?
If that's,
This is my x, because remember it's the one opposite my 30.
then that would be 8.
8 on the square root of 3 over 3.
Okay.
Okay, because there's my x, remember? So this is 2x down here. So whatever the x is, I just multiply by 2.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're gonna stop it. Okay. Now the one other thing that they do is they'll put it on a coordinate plane. Okay. Now you still got distance formula. That's the only thing that's different about it is you use the distance formula to find the measurements of the sides.
Okay.
But it's still set up the same way, and they'll tell you whether it's a 30, 60, 90 on a coordinate plane or whether it's a 45, 45, 90. Okay, but everything else is the same. Okay, and since you are the only one here, what I'll do is I'll give you your homework, and then you're welcome to stay and do it, or you can leave. Okay,
I'm gonna leave.
that's fine. Let's do 12 through 28. Now 26 is starred, so it might be a little bit harder, but you've got all the skills you need to be able to do it. Okay? And I will see you tomorrow.
I'm gonna go home.